How's it going, guys? My name's The Fallen Sanctum, and today we bring you a series of deck profiles. Now, these will be uploaded over the next couple of weeks, but I hope you sit back and enjoy them. Alright, so first and foremost, let us talk about Purprle. Purprle is a notorious color that I am a really big fan of, and we will be covering one of my favorite deck profiles. Now, the reason why there are like two piles is this is shared with the other deck, the other Purprle deck, and so we'll hop on in when we get to it. But first, let's go over the core basics. This is a Lilith deck. Lilith Zwart deck. So it's a Lilithmon combo deck, and it's a lot more consistent than the loop that is super inconsistent. So this aims to generate memory, generate advantage, generate hand draw, and out advantage our opponent out of the game. So first and foremost, we are running 3 Sound Birdmon. Now we are running a lot of options, and we need cards in the drop. And what's so awesome with him is when I trash, when attacking, I trash a option card, and I gain a memory, and it's amazing. Then we have Trackmon. For the hard-on play, when we are plussing hard, it returns cost of 7. Yeah, so it returns a removal spell or a double revival spell. So that's really good, as in Trump Sword or Nail Bone. We really enjoy those. Next up, in the shared part of the deck profile, there's just a core. I don't want to split it up. We still have 2 Purprle and 4 Digimons. So Gigamon's a better Tsukai because when deleted by card effect, it doesn't matter if it's your card effect or your opponent's card effect, you gain a memory. So it's really good. And Purprle is the head first. When it dies, draw a card. Alright, so this is Digimon here, so now we're on to the champions. So we run Cheapeners because we want to try and get an early Lady Digimon. Lady Digimon really helps snowball the advantage because you are drawing cards and discarding, and you are starting to do so much. That is the only champion that is not shared. Then we are running 4 1-drop Digimon, amazing blocker, and 2 Valon. We're 6, total of 6 blockers. I feel like the blockers are really good this format. They just do so much. Next up, of course, we have the MVP of the deck, Lady Digimon. She is our best ultimate by far, and she allows you, so when you evolve, you draw 2, and then you discard 2. So you activate Graceful Charity because you will Digivolve, draw 1 off the Digivolve, trigger, draw 2 more, then discard 2. So it is Graceful Charity. Really good. And when we activate an option as an inherit, we pop a rookie. So pretty good. Now the other the shared ultimate that I'm playing in both these decks is the Blackboard Growlmon. It is a free rookie, and it is amazing. The effect doesn't activate, but on attack you may delete another Digimon and suspend this Digimon. So if we're swinging and we know they don't have much to answer with, we can technically create a pretty big lead just from the second Lilithmon hits the board. Swing option, and just keep pushing, Yes, you see his work. Yes. We have the monies. Then we got our boy Tactimon, because we're in the breeding area format where you're not going to be moving stuff up. He's often going to be in long games or whatever. He's often going to be alone, which means he can activate all his effects instead of just 1. And his 3 effects are: when you attack, activate one of the 3 below. If there are no other Digimon in play, activate all these instead. You gain a memory, 2k. This Digimon gets 2k, or delete up to 3 of your opponent's level 3s. So very good card. Next up, of course, we can't have a Lilithmon deck profile without Lilithmon. Yes, max rarity Lilithmons for you guys. You should already know what she does. If I have 10 or more, when I Digivolve into Lilithmon, if I have 10 or more cards in the trash, I can return 2 purple option cards from my trash to my hand. And once per turn, soft once per turn. If I use a option card, I gain 2 memory. Now, moving on to Zwart. We share 2 because this list is only running 2 because you're not going to be AFKing on Zwart too much. The other deck uses Zwart a lot more than this deck. This deck just, it has it as a nice niche, and it allows you to bounce the Lilithmon back to your hand so that you can pop a 12 or less. So this is a really good card, and you mill 3 to play up to 2 black or purple cards that cost 8 or less. It's really, really solid card. The next thing that is shared is 3 mats. Optimal Purple Tamer, allows us to recycle, and is a memory setter. Then we got Jack Raid in this deck. It's shared in both decks because the other deck is obviously a deck that can utilize this pretty well. So it's really good as damage, right? Because when it goes to drop, then we Lilithmon, we'll get it back. And as soon as we have about 20 cards in the trash, we start generating massive advantage. Like each Jack Raid, the first Jack Raid of each turn will generate us 4 memory, and that's pretty nutty. And that's it for the shared cards. Now we get into the toolbox. So we have 1 Nail and Bone. I am currently field testing this deck. But because of how toolboxy and how you can just recycle the 7 drops, I didn't feel the need to run more than 3 targets. And I'm not running Plutomon, I'm running Tactimon instead. If I was running Plutomon, I'd be running Hell's Gate. So we're running our removal, Jump Sword, our Nail Bone, it's a revive for Night Raid to help us get back the little guys. So it is normally just going to revive the Guillemon, and then when we swing the Lilithmon, we'll kill the Guillemon, gain a memory. And then we got the Death's Claw, or we'll use this to kill the Guillemon and make it free. And this pops a 4 lore, and security also pops a 4 lore. So really good. And so this isn't like Lilithmon Loop, where it's just you're trying to establish the loop and keep doing it until you eventually have enough advantage to win the game. This deck is more focused on building advantage and accruing resources faster than your opponent, to the point where like every time you're gonna activate Jack Raid, you're gonna like, oh baby, a triple. And yeah, eventually this deck, I kind of built this deck so that it could fight back a little bit against aggro. I'll put a little more like low cost removal and stuff, and we have the 4 Lilithmons and the Black War Growlmon, which we're gonna be attacking. This isn't like old like the BT, like the 1.0 Lilithmon that she would never swing because he didn't want it to die. So yeah, but that's the Lilithmon core. We will be field testing this. I'll be bringing these decks to GeekTube. We'll be having a bunch of fun. And that is that. Thank you guys for watching the deck profile. As always, if you enjoyed the video and you want to see more Fallen Sanctum content, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more.